Hello, Itzzwan here, and welcome back to Deck Analysis, about one video series of mine which has a really unnecessarily fancy name. And yes, so today, basically, throughout the time I've been playing Urban Rifles, there's one secret I've kept to myself, and that is the deck I play in T1. And yeah, I don't know why I kept it secret, but I just felt like I might as well keep something personal to me, and only a few people know what I play in T1, but to celebrate me getting 250 subscribers however long ago, maybe about a month ago, I can't exactly remember when I got it, I thought, hey, why not actually show this deck off once and for all? So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, this is going to be interesting because I've not really made deck analysis video in a while, just like every video going on my channel for like next week. And yeah, so let me just click it there, Swan Super Secrets T1 deck, and load. So yeah, we've got it there, and then, bam, yeah, just nailed the editing there. And yeah, so, let me just take the thumbnail, and as you can see, why I actually play in T1 is actually Montana, and some people may think I'm a bit of a hypocrite, because obviously, I hate uppers, but in some cases, you could say Montana's bonus is worse. So, the reason why I actually started playing Montana in T1 is because, actually, if I can find it, I don't think I have a preset anymore, but what I used to play in T1 is Skeelz, but for some reason, like, loads of people started playing Rescue in T1, you know, DT, and basically I just got really bad at facing Rescue, and eventually it just led to me rage quitting. So what I decided after that day is that I'd start playing a clan which can actually combat Rescue, and I thought to myself, obviously I should go to Montana because of course they have a minus 12 attack and Rescue have plus 12 attack. So yeah, that's why I started playing Montana, and now I'm going to do a thing where I actually go through the cards. So first of all, we've got Angelo, who's 6'2", which you could say his stats are a bit low for a 2-star, but his main bonus for his cards is the fact that he's got SOA, and obviously that can absolutely kill some cards. Like for example, that could kill Avola, Mona, Moses, and Oscar. And yeah, like, I used to have Ace, and he was a pretty damn good card, but I just felt I needed a SOA in this deck, so that's why I added him. And then secondly, we've got Avola, who is sort of my Nuke Card in this deck, and sure, you could say 7-5, it's not really stable, and of course, SOA would kill that card, but the reason why I love it is just due to her ability with support damage +1, which means that as long as I don't have an SOA, I can get 7-9, and that usually gets me the KO if I play it correctly. Once again, you could say the card isn't really stable, and yeah, not really much more to say. Thirdly, we have Desmond, who is sort of my minus power and minus damage combatter. I can't really think what the word is, but basically he's got protection, power, and damage, which means that no DRs can hit him, and no power reducers can hit him, and that means that usually he has a stable 7-5, and that's sort of like average stats for a 4-star card, so pretty damn good. And then next we have Gianfranco with the 7-4 protection bonus, which means that, of course, usually I always have a bonus, which, yeah, you could say it's okay, but sort of like when I'm reliant on this clan for its bonus, like that card was a bit of a necessity for me. And yeah, so you can see 7-4 standard stats for a 3-star, so pretty damn good. And yeah, you could replace this card for someone else, but personally, like, Gianfranco was the best card for me, so that's why I added him. And then next we've got the beast, who is known as Mona, and yeah, fun facts, like, I used to think that Mona and Oscar were pretty much the same, but the main perk with Mona is that she's got the minimum 4, so that means if you play it up against a 6 power card, you can get him down to 4 power, and then that means you pretty much get free pills up against him. Like, you can tell I've not gone better at explaining, but I think I'm doing good at rambling today, so can't really complain. And yeah, 6-4, once again, 6 power is a bit low for a 3-star card, but if she had any more power, then that would just make it absolutely OP. And yeah, once again, it's the ability rather which makes that card super amazing. Moses, I sort of added him in there as another sort of DR combatter, because even if you do get a DR against him, it's put him on 7-1, and then his support's -1 opponent life would mean that you could still get 4 damage, which means that you could get a total of 5 damage. And if you Fury Moses, then obviously you can get 8. Yeah, you can get 8 damage to a minimum of 1, which is absolutely crazy. But of course, SOA cards kill him. Oscar, and yeah, fun facts about how I used to play Oscar. he would usually be my first round card, and I'd just play 1 pill on him to get that 9 power, and then I'd just play 1 pill, and either if I was up against a Montana, that would mean that if they played like 2 pills on any card, then that would mean they'd still be down at 8, which means I could beat them. If they played a 3-star 7 power card with 3 pills, it means that still I'd be able to beat them, because we'd both have 9 damage, and of course since I played first of the round, it means that I'd win, because, you know, when the star count is the same, it depends on who plays first. And then lastly we have Spiaghi, who is the main DR and one of the best 2-star DRs in the game. So obviously the main problem with Spiaghi is the fact that he's got low damage, but of course you don't really care about Spiaghi's damage when it comes to his ability, which is -3 opponent damage minimum 2, and that's better than Pegawavy's called in Jungo, who has 7, 1, and then -3 damage minimum 2 or something. I don't know exactly what it is. -3 minimum. I think it's -3 minimum 2 rather. But yeah, like in my opinion, Spiaghi is one of the best 2-star DRs in the game, and of course with him being Montana, that's why I had to have him. So yeah, probably thinking, hey, you've got this amazing deck, why are you showing it off when of course you can still be playing it? And that is because I can't play it anymore, because basically, in case you don't know, when I was on my break, Urban Rifles decided to penalize cards, more cards in tourney mode, so that means if I played Avola and Spiaghi, I'd get penalized, or penalized, I don't know how you pronounce it. So that means obviously I'd get a point disadvantage, and that could like stunt my position in DT, and the fact that it's got two cards I was pretty reliant on in the deck, penalized, like, that's definitely horrible, because, you know, you've got Avola, and sure, you could say replace Avola with Magnolia because it's sort of the same, but in my opinion, support is better than growth, so that's why I kept Avola, because it meant if I did put Magnolia in the deck, then I could only get it at a maximum in round 4, which means, yeah, I'd be wasting time. Whilst when I'd be playing Avola, I could usually get 2 rounds or 3 rounds KO, usually 2 rounds. And then of course Spiaghi, who's like the main DR in the deck and quite a card I was reliant on, but that means I'd probably have to switch him out for another 2-star like Prince Jr. and then switch Gianfranco for like, I can't think what her name is, but 3-star DR from Montana. And yeah, it's just horrible that like this deck was pretty much perfect for me, and I thought it was pretty well optimized, and of course you can see that it was well optimized because obviously it has plus 1707 votes up, greens, whatever you want to call it, on the deck preset, which is not mine, it's just, yeah, a deck which I started playing. And yeah, just the fact that they had to like penalize more cards and make my deck no longer playable is absolutely horrible. And yeah, also, in case you're wondering, I didn't actually copy the presets. What I did is actually, I bought the cards, and then when I like added all the cards together, I then realized that, oh, there's already a preset for this. So yeah, that was what was my super secret T1 deck, which is no longer a secret, and of course I will put the preset in the description. And yeah, I just felt like showing it because I'm sort of annoyed that I can no longer play this deck, and it means that I have to now get another DT deck, but obviously that means now I can use something else, and you know, yeah, just experiment with new decks for T1 DT, so that'll be fun. But yeah, like, I know I haven't said it yet, but I know it was a long time ago, 250 subscribers, but thank you so much for getting me there, and yeah, hopefully by the end of this year, I don't know what will be on, because I remember like the rates my channel was growing, it was absolutely amazing, and yeah, I don't really know what to set as the next milestone apart from 500, but I have no clue when I'll get 500 subscribers, but I know that it'll be certainly a lot more sooner than I originally thought. But yeah, so that was what was my super secret T1 deck, which is no longer secret. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been Itzzwan, thanks for watching, and goodbye.